Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're doing some more autocross stuff, but I do gotta apologize because this video is definitely not as good as it could be. To give you guys some context, at the last event that I was at, there was a morning session, and during that morning session I spent time tweaking on the car. If you didn't see that video, I'll make sure to link to it down below. Then there was an afternoon session, and in the afternoon session I was actually dual driving the V6 MR2 with my buddy, and the initial plan was to actually record some of my runs, some of his runs, and I really wanted to like compare and contrast because my buddy that I was dual driving with, well, he's a very good autocrosser, very experienced, and also he autocrosses a 93 MR2 that just happens to be the same color as mine, so it's pretty cool. And where I messed up at was when it came to my runs, I recorded, and a lot of that just has to do with the fact that like when I'm gonna go drive, like go up to the line and everything, I have a set routine, and part of that routine is turning on the camera. When I was the passenger, it just flew out the window and I was so in the moment that it just slipped my mind. On the bright side, I still got some footage of me driving, so I'll show you guys that, and we can enjoy the Supercharger wine. Again, it does suck that you guys couldn't see my buddy drive, but I still learned a lot. And overall, I think it just got me thinking about things a little bit differently. And a good example of that is there's a right-hand turn where I was taking it nice and tight. But initially when I was doing my course walk, I thought what would be best would be to come out wide and then apex late. But what he had mentioned, or my buddy mentioned to me, is that because I have the power, I should give it a try where I take the corner nice and tight and then use my power to get out of there early. It was just a different way of seeing things, which is really good for me because in the grand scheme of things, I've only been doing this for, 4 years now. I actually thought it was 5 years, but it turns out the white MR2 I got back in 2016. It's 2021. The first year I didn't do anything with it, so 4 years. But what I'm trying to say is that in the grand scheme of things, I'm very inexperienced. So to have someone who's very experienced willing to like instill their knowledge in me is something that like I'm very grateful for. The other good thing that came out of it was actually just getting feedback on how to make possible changes to the car. And nothing's really set in stone. I have to do some research, or a lot of research. I've read things like the Alex Wilhelm like suspension analysis, and I still have to wrap my head around that, even though I've read it like 3 or 4 times. There's so much good information on that. But I'm gonna try to do as much research as I can. So this coming winter, I'll make some adjustments. I know tires, suspension adjustments, got to do the clutch. Also got to deal with the brakes, because what I thought was an issue of the brake booster just not being like adequate for the car, because it's like a mix match, or the brake system is a mix match of like NA and turbo parts. I'm actually thinking it might be a vacuum issue, because like under heavy braking, the brake pedal gets super stiff, and the way I compensate is I brake early. The way my buddy compensated was that he was pumping the heck out of those brakes. But regardless, it's not a very good feeling, and that's something I'm gonna have to address this winter. I know I just said that we're gonna do some stuff to this car over the winter, but the reality is that she's probably gonna sit for like the next month or month and a half. Right now my priority is actually doing the water pump on the white MR2. It has a minor oil leak. The WRX, Jesus and I still have some work to do on that, and Jesus is actually looking at getting a new car, so he needs a daily, and he doesn't actually like the WRX. Like, he likes the WRX, but he wants a wagon of all things, so we're looking at trying to pick up a wagon WRX for him. Overall, it's going to be a really busy winter, and it's something I'm very excited for. And thank you guys for watching, guys. That's really all we got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.